day just reading books, or would you rather spend it with your friends?
That is an indeed difficult choice to make. Let's talk about choices. Every day we make countless decisions. What to wear, what to eat, whether to reply to that text immediately or let it marinate for a few hours.
But sometimes, too many choices can leave us stuck. Ever spend an hour on a streaming service only to end up watching nothing? Well, that's decision paralysis for you.
Our first speaker, Shale Rodrigues, is here to decode this for us. Let's welcome Shale to the stage.
By a show of hands, I'd like to understand how many of you have wondered why choosing between two equally good options often feels more paralyzing than choosing between right and wrong? I have as well. Just a few months ago, I found myself at a mental crossroad. I was trying to decide what career path I'd like to pursue, and honestly, I felt completely overwhelmed. There were so many promising options right in front of me, and the fear of making the wrong choice had me spiraling more often than I'd like to admit. That's when I realized how many decisions in life often feel just like this: heavy, uncertain, and paralyzing. Luckily for me, I had been reading The Bell Jar, which is a novel by Sylvia Plath, and I came across her fig tree analogy that very cinematically captured the thoughts in my head. The essence of the analogy surrounds the protagonist, Esther Greenwood, as she sits before a fig tree. Now, each fig on this tree represents a different possible future. One represents love, another marriage, another family, career, travel, and so on. But as she reaches out to choose one, she is paralyzed by indecision, fearing that by choosing one, she will lose the others. Ultimately, Esther watches helplessly as the figs, once ripe with potential, begin to wither and fall to the ground one by one. This metaphor very intensely captures the phenomenon of decision paralysis. In a psychological sense, decision paralysis occurs when we are faced with complex and consequential decisions. A person fears making the wrong choice, especially when the pros and cons of every option balance each other out. It is often accompanied by a sense of regret of a future that has not even been lived yet. I've been studying psychology for 3 years now. The field of psychology, as has been taught to me, is multidisciplinary. It is diverse. It offers a magnitude of career paths in every thinkable domain. So when I was deciding what I wanted to pursue after graduation, I encountered so many micro decisions that I had to make. Should I study the neural basis of psychology? Should I become a clinical or counseling psychologist? Maybe I should delve into industrial, organizational psychology, or even sports psychology. The options were endless. To add another dimension, I also had to make an educated choice on which country I wanted to pursue it in. Should I remain here with the unstable laws of practicing licensure? Or should I move abroad? And if yes, which country would suit me best? What about the returns of investment? Surrounding every choice was an envelope of uncertainty, and I struggled to navigate through it. Today, we have so many factors that secretly chime in and contribute to our decision-making difficulties. With the dawn of artificial intelligence, research has suggested a link with the increased use of AI and a decrease in mental stimulation and engagement. This further exacerbates our problems with decision-making, problem-solving, and critical thinking. However, if used appropriately, AI can be a powerful tool offering objective analysis and guidance. but it becomes especially necessary to ensure that it does not replace human intuition and passion. How does one overcome decision paralysis? Contrary to popular opinion, overcoming decision paralysis is not about finding the perfect answer. It is about focusing on what feels right for you at that moment. Think about it. Just as the camera captures blurry images when it's trying to focus too hard on something in motion, we do the exact same thing when we overthink the consequences of every option. Sometimes we just need to move. But how do we actually move? It's easy to say, just decide. But I know that it's never that simple. That's where self-awareness, resilience, and integrity come in. Self-awareness is understanding what matters to you, what drives you, and what might be holding you back. Resilience is making peace with the idea that not every choice will be perfect, and that's okay. Integrity, on the other hand, is understanding your goals, your values, and listening to that quiet voice deep down inside that often knows the way even before your mind catches up. The next time you're stuck, try reconnecting with your priorities and ask yourself, what do I actually need right now? What do I care about? Forget about trying to predict the outcome of every option or even avoiding failure altogether. At the end of the day, life is not about perfect choices. It is about progress. It is about learning to trust yourself and becoming stronger. I encourage you, take that first step. Move. Even if you don't have all the answers yet, you'll figure it out as you go. Clarity and strength will follow your motion. Thank you.